There have been a lot of philosophical discussions since ancient times on how our perception works. I mean, if we accept the concept of indirect realism, it just means that we are never in direct contact with the world itself, only with our mental representations of it. And if that's true, it means there is likely a gap between the external world and our perceptions. And this gap, we call it the veil of perception. Now, when you think about how disinformation works, we often say that disinformation doesn't need to change our reality. It only needs to alter our mental representations of it. Through these distorted, discontextualized, or fabricated information, creating a skewed internal picture of the world. And on top of this, right, how you interpret information is likely affected by your childhood experiences, your adult relationships, your social groups, what motivates you emotionally as an individual, right? So these things, which we call it our cognitive personal filter, means each individual's mind is a unique receiver of everything. Now, when you look at all these factors, right, and then each factor can extend to many other factors, right, it just gets really complicated, right? Then you do think to yourself, no wonder the average person is having such a problem, right, dissecting information, what's factual, what's less biased, and all that. I mean, a lot of times life is hectic enough, right? Engaging in exhausting work of critical thinking is just too much. For things to get better, not only we need to have governments and institutions, enforcing more fact-check mechanism in place, to form this healthier information ecosystem. That's very important. But on top of that, as we increase our living standard, we also need to use all channels to our intelligence collectively as well. That thing called higher collective intelligence, which is a fascinating subject, right? I plan to make long-form videos on YouTube later to talk about more my thoughts on these random subjects. Just a bit more in depth if you're interested. Make sure you check them out.